Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Between the Lines. I'm your host, Syahadah, and today we are diving into a topic that always gets people talking: relationships. The expectations, the disappointments, the debates, we are going there. Joining me are four amazing ladies. Aqeela, would you want to say hi?
Oh, hi.
Siti,
Hi, I'm Siti.
Amanda,
Hello, my name is Amanda.
and Alya.
Hi, I'm Alya.
Ready to share honest takes and insights from a woman's perspective. And trust me, they are not holding back. So, here's the viral tweet from X that has been making rounds this week. A girl said, "My man asked to split the 240 ringgit bill on our first date. I blocked and ghosted him after that."
Whoa, that's kind of wild.
Honestly, I get her.
Yeah, so this viral tweet actually inspired the relationship theme for today's podcast.
I like this topic.
It's quite interesting. Giving relationship advice is actually my forte.
Yeah, I'm into this.
We are unpacking more than just bills today. We are talking about expectations versus reality, who is really supposed to provide, and why so many relationships crash over unspoken rules. If you're watching this live, feel free to drop a comment. Let's make this a safe and open space to talk. Okay, let's be real. We all grow up imagining what love should look like. Romantic dates, endless butterflies, someone who just gets you right. But the reality walks in, and suddenly you are arguing over who's doing the dishes. What we imagine relationships to be is rarely how they turn out. So, what's one relationship expectation you had that completely missed the mark?
Well, mine's kind of sad. I thought love would heal everything, but instead, it actually brought up things that I didn't even know I needed to fix. It's like, oh, you have abandonment issues. Let's bring those to the surface.
That is interesting. Some people genuinely thought being in a relationship means they would feel secure all the time. It's like, once we are official, I won't overthink anymore. But I know for a fact that some of us started overthinking even more, especially when replies are getting slower.
Right. I thought once when you are in love, the effect would increase. Like if he was planning cute surprises during the talking stage, imagine what he would do once we are official. But it turns out the surprise were part of the chase, not the commitment. So it really shows that consistency isn't something everyone can maintain.
For real, Amanda, I expected good communication. I assumed we would talk through issues or things maturely, but what I got was silent treatment and even dry texting. Now I find myself googling, is he losing interest or just busy? Which, by the way, is not really a healthy habit to get into.
And I honestly thought love would be exciting all the time. But it turns out real love is filled with small routines and boring stuff too. For example, like doing groceries together, folding laundry, just easy thing. And that actually not a bad thing. It just wasn't what I expected at first.
Exactly. But sometimes the reality is not worse, it's just different from what we imagined. Love is not a movie after all, it's more like a group project with emotional deadlines. Okay, now let's unpack the real man provides narrative. Is it outdated or still valid? And what makes a real man today? Because I feel like everyone has their own definition.
To me, a real man shows emotional consistency. I don't care if you earn 10K a month. If you are ghosting me and dry texting, we are done. Like, what do you mean you used to send me good morning text and now I am lucky to even get a from you? And here's the thing. In Islam, men are obligated to be providers. It's not a favor, it's a duty. The Quran clearly states that men are the maintainers of women because they provide and protect. So, no, I don't think expecting a man to provide is too much. It's just recognizing the role he was given by God.
Yeah, it's not just about money, it's about effort as well. If you are only available when it's convenient for you, then I'm out.
Yeah, make sense. Remember when they would send flowers? Now they just send TikTok and call that romance. Like, sir, excuse me.
Here's the thing, are women wrong for expecting men to provide?
I don't think so because we have been raised seeing effort as providing, and sometimes paying for a date does feel like effort, not because of the money, but because of the intention.
Yes, I agree. Attention. Effort really looks different. It's not just bills. It's something like, did you get home safe? Can I bring you food? Or let me know if you are tired. Like those small things. That's what makes someone feel cared for.
So, back to the viral tweet. Do you guys think she's overreacting or is it just a standard?
Honestly, that is her standard, I think, because I personally would not block someone just for that, but I do get it. First impression matter, and for some women, splitting the bill on a first date feels like a red flag, and it come across as a lack of seriousness or effort.
Yes, exactly. It is not just about who pays, it is about what that action says. Some of us see paying on the first date as a sign that you're taking things seriously. If that is missing, it is understandable why someone might feel turned off.
Yeah, I get that. Small things speak volumes.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, we have got a question from at Alinomoto123. Should the guy always pay on the first date?
Okay, I'll be honest here. Yes, he should. Especially if he is the one who asked me out. It is not about being a gold digger or expecting luxuries. It is about effort and respect. The first date sets the tone. If you are not willing to invest a little to make a good impression, what does that say about how you will show up later?
All facts.
Exactly, I agree.
So, we are all in agreement. Because at the end of the day, it is the effort that leaves the real impression. Love that. Yeah, it's not really about the 120 ringgit. It's the feeling behind it, and that's where unspoken expectations start creeping in. Maybe he didn't think splitting the bill was a big deal, but to her, it felt like a red flag, like he wasn't serious about the relationship. So here's a bigger question. What are the invisible expectations we carry but never explain? Do we expect our partner to read our mind?
I think it's not about expecting, it's about common sense. Have you ever dated someone and felt like you were constantly teaching them to love you? Like, bro, I should have not to tell you that replying 2 days later is not cute.
Yes, like why do I even need to ask for the bare minimum? If I already said I like consistency and you are still playing games, I'm not repeating myself. At this point, you are choosing not to care.
And the problem is, some people generally think that they are doing enough. They will say, I didn't know you wanted that. But, bro, you like 10 or 20 Instagram posts about emotional availability. Well, you knew. You definitely knew.
Yes, we really do assume they just get it. Like, if I am upset, you should notice. If I am quiet, you should check on me. But they're like, you didn't say anything.
So, what do you guys feel, and how do you guys deal with your man always liking other women's photos on social media? Do you guys care? Like, does it make you feel uncomfortable or anything?
It does. And when it happens, you have to say something. Don't just be quiet. Otherwise, you will just sit there overthinking while he casually double tapping. But if he keeps doing it even after you have brought it up, that's a major red flag. And the excuse will always be, it doesn't mean anything. But that only works once because if I told you it bothers me and you still don't care, that means something.
Exactly. Well, that means a lot of things actually. It shows what kind of person he really is because it's not about the photo, it's about respect. You are in relationship, not a scouting mission.
So maybe the real problem isn't about unspoken rules, it's about people who hear them but ignore them anyway.
True, true, very true.
Okay, so let's say you have tried to communicate. You have explained what bothers you, but nothing changes. At what point do you just, walk away?
I think if you have told him clearly, hey, this makes me uncomfortable, and he still keeps doing it, that is when you really have to ask yourself, is this the kind of relationship I want to stay in?
Yes, because if someone wants to change, they will. And like if he cared, he would have stopped already. People show you who they are through their action, not their words.
Well, exactly. And honestly, if I had known how stressful it would be, I would have left earlier. Sometimes we stay because we hope that they will improve.
And maybe that's where a lot of us struggle. We believe that if we are patient enough or if we explain it better, things will get better. But sometimes the real lesson is knowing when enough is enough.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you cannot force someone to stay or care for you. If they wanted, they would. That's when you choose yourself. You deserve peace, not confusion. Choosing peace over chaos is one of the healthiest decisions you can make.
All right, guys, I think that is a good place to end today's episode. We have talked about unspoken rules, we have talked about red flags, and knowing when it's time to walk away. And honestly, relationships really do teach us a lot about communication, respect, and knowing our worth. So, any advice before we wrap up?
Remember, it's not just about what they say, it's about what they do. If someone cares, you will feel it.
Yes, I agree. And don't be afraid to speak for yourself. Your feelings are valid and you deserve someone who respects you highly.
And if something feels wrong, trust your gut. We all deserve relationship that bring peace, not stress. At the end of the day, choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary.
Yes, indeed, couldn't agree more. Don't ever lower your standards or don't settle for less just to be treated like you don't really matter.
Yeah, you deserve better than that. Well said, ladies. That is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any thoughts or stories to share, drop them in the comments below. We would love to hear them. Until next time, take care and stay true to yourself. We will see you again on
Between
Between
lines.
lines.